Hello my lovelies, I hope you're doing well. For today, I'm gonna show you a few ways for you to be able to add 3 or more, sometimes more, inserts into your travels notebook. I'm not sure if you have this problem, but the way I usually put in my inserts means that there's an overhang like this from the middle, because the middle bit is more stretched out and I don't like the look of just one hanging out like that. So I tried a few ways to make sure that that doesn't overhang like that. So during trial and error and some research, I found that there's a few different ways you can actually put in your insert. So I thought I'll share it with you because I do not like an overhang. So this is the first way, which I don't really like because obviously this is the one that causes the overhang. This is what you do when you only have one, right? You put it in the middle. And if you have more than one, then what you do is using these connecting rubber bands, you connect it in the middle like so, like in the middle of your inserts. And then once you've done that, you slip in this in the middle like so. This is not my favorite ways, but I feel like this is the most common ways that people say, but it causes the overhang and you constantly have to push it, and that annoys me a little bit, to be honest. So I tried a few new ways, and this is a funny thing because I always thought this is the way that Travels Notebook recommends us to set up 3 inserts in your Travels Notebook, but it's not actually the case because I read the packaging properly. Now I'm not sure, is it here? Yep, I read this properly, and what you are meant to do, so this is the second way for you to do it, is so instead of sliding it inside like so, what you do is actually, okay, hang on. So this is the one that's connected by the band, right? You put it on top and you pull out this rubber band out, and that's when you slide in your third insert. So it's meant to be like that. That's what the Travels Notebook tells you to do. It's slightly better, like as you can see, there's not as much overhang if you pop it in again, but sometimes it still does that. So it's not always like once you open it up, right, and use it, it will sometimes overhang as well. So let's find a few ways where it's not overhang. One way that I discovered is that you use an extra rubber band. This one is for when you have extra rubber bands. So you thread it through the middle as usual, and then instead you use another rubber band. Okay, instead you use another rubber band to thread it through again. So you thread it through another rubber band. So as you can see from this, they are connected, all 3 of them, with the rubber band together. And then you can either use, I recommend using one of these, like with these, I feel like this is thicker. This insert is thicker than this one or this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna feed it through the thicker insert so they're the most equal as they can. Whoop, whoop. And then hopefully when it's a little bit more even. This one is essentially a little bit shorter because it's my own insert, so that is one way to do it. But the thing about this is it can slide off as well. As you can see, that is not flush in the middle, so sometimes it'll slide out because obviously if you put it in your bag and then it, like, you know, it moves and stuff, it can slip out. See, it can slip out. This last one, it can slip out. So we're still in a hunt of a better way to do it. There's also another way that I've seen some people do where you only thread through the cover. So instead of threading through the whole thing, you thread through cover on cover. But this one, I also think that it's gonna slide even easier because it has even less pages to grab onto. So this is one of the ways that I've seen some people do. But I also feel like it'll it'll have so much pressure just on the cover by itself, and then if it wants to slide, it'll slide anyway. See, so it's easier to slide than if you have it in the middle. So I'm still a middle kind of girly, so I will, if you use this, I feel like it will be better if you actually use it in the middle, because there's more pages for the rubber band to grip onto. So I think that's a better way to do it. So this is, there you go, this is one of the ways. It uses a little bit more of the rubber band, obviously. Another way to do it is if you have some of these, the Travels Notebook cover folder. These ones are actually not the Travels Notebook ones. I think I got this from bonus when I was buying another cover, but it works the same. I feel like this is one of the best ways to do it actually. So what you do is you want to fold it the other way. I'm gonna use the back of my scissors just to make sure it's super flush, because they tend to be a bit like, you know, moving around a bit, and I'll do the same for this one. So what you can do with this is you can fit through some of your pages on here like that, and on here. And then what you do is you feed it through as per normal. And then this one, I feel like it's more secure if you carry it like this, because it holds it on the ends of the book, so it's very good that way. If you want it extra secure, you can add an extra one at the back and make it like a little book cover, you know. So if I fit this through at the back, so now you can do this cover and this cover together. Oops. And that's even more secure, because now it doesn't go anywhere now. You can pop this in like that. And then it will be extra secure. That will, like, there's overhang of that a little bit depending on how big your craft folder is, but I feel like that is pretty much there. Like it won't go anywhere because you have it in a little book cover on your own. And then if you want an extra one, you can also put one in the middle, and that definitely doesn't go anywhere. The thing about this is, because this is not the natural fold, so it might take a little bit of time for it to fold properly, because we're folding it the other way around. If you want, you can maybe score through this so it, like, you know, folds easier. But so that's the look of it. That one also overhangs a little bit actually, just because it has the thing. So maybe it's best for 4 or 2, probably, with this one, if you do a double. But I think this is a pretty good way to use it, because it feels like it's a book cover for your inserts. The only thing is you can't really see the front of your inserts if you decorate them. I have never tried it with a craft folder before, but I think I want to try it because it looks pretty good. It's just that it probably needs a score in the middle to make sure that it's used to being folded like that, because right now all it wanted to do is open up. But I guess if you actually close it, then it's not too bad. Yeah, I like the look of that actually, surprisingly, because I've never tried the craft folder yet. If you want the 4, you can also put an extra 2 through the bands. I don't have more of the craft insert, that's why I can't do it like that anymore. But if you need it for 4 or more, then what you have to do is just to make one of these things, and you can either put it in between like that, so you have 4, even though that's a little bit squishy. I don't really recommend more than 4, because when you have more than 4, it just goes everywhere, because it's just super thick. So 3 is the most that I will recommend. But if you somehow need 4, let's see. But the thing with 4 is that's when they start to be very overhanged, like this one especially, because I really need to change the elastic because it's already been a long time, so the elastic is not as good anymore. So if yours is new, maybe your elastic will be better. Like I started doing the knots thing because I don't want to rethread the whole thing and then it'll lose this elasticness again. So I'm gonna try to like tie it closer and closer until it's just not possible anymore, and then I'll change the elastic. You know, use it until it can't be used and then change it. That's my philosophy. So yeah, for 4 it's a little bit harder, but I guess you can fit that. There's actually another way that I forgot to tell you, and this one's a little bit interesting because you can make an accordion style. So what you do is we still use the back of this, but what we do is we're gonna stick these two with a washi tape. So let me just use this so it's easier for you to see. So what we want to do is we want to stick 2 Kraft folders together on the ends like these. Make sure they align before you actually put your washi tape down. Okay, one side's done. It's a little bit crooked, but oh well. And then you turn it over, and then you do it on the other side as well. So once you have it in both sides, it can flap. Oh, this one wasn't like stuck very well, so it's already coming off. But maybe do a double, or maybe I should have used it with like a Kraft tape that is stronger, but this is just for trial, so we will just use this for now. So what we are going to do is we're going to feed it the same way we did before, like this, and then you can essentially have one here. It's already taking off. Have one here and then have, wait. Is that like that? I'm doubting myself now. Or maybe it should be the other way around. Okay, anyway, we'll try it this way, and then I'll try it the other way that I thought, and we'll see which one does better. So we'll do that. So this one, you can either add both of them into this or just one, up to you. I'll try both. So add this one, and then you add another one at the back. There you go. Oh, actually this works way better than I thought, because that is actually quite flush. Whoa, okay, this is changing my mind. Maybe I do like this. So the way that you can, this is the first one, and then this is your second one. You can thread the middle back into this to be more secure, right? So then that is back on itself. But the fun thing, if you don't, I'm gonna take it off again. I'm gonna give you a whiplash because I just keep doing all these things. So the fun thing of when you don't is you can actually open it up. So you can open it up like that. If you can spread out, you can open it like that. Isn't that fun? I just feel like it's so fun to have it all out, and you can open an accordion. And if you have more Kraft folder, obviously you can stitch it until however many you want. This excites me so much when I found out, actually. But I love how flush that is. So I think I'm gonna start using this way. Actually, I like it this way. And there's like defined distinction between the books. We can also, remember how I actually feed both into this one? We can actually just feed one in and then have another one, even though it might be a bit thick, right? But you can still have 4 in that way as well. It's not as flush as the 3, but that looks pretty good as well. And then you can spread out. How does it look if you spread it out? Or you can only use either this one or this one. So these ones are not very spreadable. I actually think I like it when I actually slip in both sides for this one. So if I slip in both of this and it becomes like that, I think I like it a little bit more. But obviously you can do this with as many craft folders as you want. So I feel like I'm gonna get more craft folders because I really like this. I really like how flush they are like that. Can you tell that I'm very excited because this idea have not been tested that much. I had it in my head and I wrote it down, but I actually haven't done it. I figured I will do it with you so you get my first impression of how that works. I actually really like that. But there's something else that I want to try. I want to try having it a different, because this is this way. I want to flip it. So I did try the other way as well. I didn't like it, so I thought I'll just tell you that I did not like it so you don't try it. Or if you want to try it, that's fine as well. Because this one, if you look at it, it's a little bit, yeah, it's not staying because it's just not the, it's just more confusing. Yeah, don't do it this way. I think it's much better if it's just facing the same way, so it's kind of like an accordion that way. So I would not do it this way, and instead I would do it so that it's facing the same way, so something like that instead. So this is my final favorite way to do the 3 inserts now, because it's flush, it's beautiful, it doesn't move at all. So this is the creme de la creme, and then you can fold it out. If it's, I feel like I will put my sticker insert in here, so then if I'm journaling and I just need stickers, okay, let's actually do it right now. I get so excited with this stuff. Like, this is my sticker insert, and then pop my other insert here. So with this now, if you can spread out, this is when you can't spread out and you just need to write it like a little bit, right, on each of them. But if you actually can spread out, you can spread this out so you can have your stickers out while you have your notes out, and then you can just do this. That's so good. Now if I want to get stickers from the other one, I don't think I can unless I do another wing. But this is pretty satisfying for me anyway. And the great thing with this as well, if you ever need to swap, like with me, this is my EDC, right? But sometimes I want to take this insert and that insert instead of this insert. Like, basically I like compartmentalizing my inserts. So this one is mostly for notes, for general like work stuff, and then this is my church notes, right? And then sometimes I want to bring other things like my K-drama or something, but this one makes it so easy to put in and out because you don't have to bother with the rubber band. All you have to do is just slot it in, right? So because I have 2 of these, I have 2 of the sticker release. This is my PET, and this is some of my stickers from my Patreon and things like that. Say if I'm bored with these stickers and I want to swap it out for another book, all I have to do is take it out, not bother at all with the rubber band, and then just slip this back in. I think this is probably genius actually, this way, because like that's it. You just pop it in, and then off you go with your new set. And plus, if you don't want the extra on the front, you can just take it out and then not bring it. So for EDC, this is actually very good. I think I'm keeping it here because this is my EDC. I'm very happy with this. I'm gonna probably get some more of the craft paper because I think I want to do this with some of my other travels notebook that gets reshuffled a lot. But you know what? This is really good because what I can do is basically take it out really quickly. So I think this is my final decision to actually do it like this. I really like it. I'm gonna do it for more of my travels notebook because right now they're on the second way, the official travels notebook way. But I really like doing it this way, and let me know if you're on the same boat with me and you're gonna try this, or if you're using any of the 5 that I showed you. But this is probably my favorite way to do it. There's only two on this, but I can add it very easily now because all I have to do is just slip it in. So anyway, I will leave you there. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited that I found this new way to put inserts in my travels notebook and have it not overhang, basically, because that's what annoys me the most. But let me know which one out of the 5 that you like the most and you'll try, or if you've already tried them, let me know which one you actually prefer and what you're going to use for the long term. Or if you have some other better ways to do it, let me know as well, because I'm very interested in other ways as well, even though I feel like I'm settled for this for now. But you know me, I always like changing things up. So there you go. I hope it's useful, and there's pros and cons for each of them. So I hope it helps you to, you know, trial some new ways and see if you like any of them. So I hope that's useful. If you're new here, I do a lot of travels notebook videos, also like journaling and stationery videos. So if you like those kind of content, feel free to join us here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next video. Stay safe, take care, and always stay creative. Bye bye.